What if I told you that something could be trapped in solid rock, buried deep underground, sealed away from sunlight, oxygen, and the outside world for millions, maybe even billions of years?
And then one day, scientists crack that rock open and find signs that life may have survived inside. No plants, no animals, no sunlight. Just tiny organisms hidden in one of the most extreme places on Earth.
This discovery raises a terrifying and exciting question. If life can survive inside ancient rock on Earth, could it also survive under the surface of Mars? Welcome back to Infinite Science. Today, we're going deep underground, far below forests, oceans, cities, and even the deepest caves. Most of us think life needs sunlight. After all, sunlight powers plants. Plants feed animals. Animals feed other animals. But underground, that entire system disappears. No sun, almost no oxygen, extreme pressure, very little food. It sounds like a place where life should not exist. But science has learned something strange. Earth is alive much deeper than we ever imagined. Deep below the surface, inside cracks in rocks, in underground water, and even in ancient mineral formations, scientists have found microbes. These are tiny forms of life, so small you need a microscope to see them. But don't let their size fool you. Microbes are some of the toughest survivors on Earth. They can live in boiling hot springs. They can survive freezing temperatures. They can handle crushing pressure. Some can even survive radiation levels that would destroy most living things. But the most mysterious microbes are the ones found deep underground, because down there, life moves differently, very differently. On the surface, life is fast. Animals move, plants grow, bacteria multiply quickly. But deep underground, life can slow down almost beyond imagination. Some microbes may barely grow at all. They may divide once every hundreds, thousands, or even longer periods of time. They are not living like we live. They are surviving. Imagine pressing pause on your body, slowing everything down to the smallest possible level, just enough to stay alive. That is what makes these organisms so fascinating. They don't need much. A tiny amount of chemical energy from rock and water may be enough. No sunlight required. Now here's where the story becomes unbelievable. Scientists studying ancient rocks have found microbial life, or traces of microbial activity, in places that were sealed away for enormous stretches of time. Some of these rocks formed billions of years ago. That does not always mean the organisms themselves are billions of years old in the way a fossil is. But it does mean life may have existed in isolated underground environments for incredibly long periods. Hidden, protected, almost frozen in time. And when researchers open these rocks carefully, they are looking for one thing: evidence that life can survive in places we once thought were completely dead. But there's a problem. The moment a rock is opened, the modern world touches it. Air touches it. Dust touches it. Human hands, tools, and laboratory environments can contaminate it. So scientists have to be extremely careful. They study the chemistry of the rock. They look at tiny cracks. They test whether the microbes came from inside the rock or from outside contamination. Because the claim is huge. If life was truly trapped underground for millions of years, it changes our understanding of biology. It means life is not fragile. It means life is patient. And it means life may be far more common than we thought. Now think about Mars. Today, the surface of Mars is freezing, dry, and blasted by radiation. It looks dead. But billions of years ago, Mars was different. Scientists believe Mars once had liquid water on its surface. It had rivers, lakes, maybe even conditions that could support life. But then Mars changed. Its atmosphere thinned. Its water disappeared from the surface.
The planet became harsh and hostile. So if life ever existed there, where would it go? The answer might be underground.
Under the Martian surface, life would be protected from radiation. It could hide in rock cracks. It could use chemical energy instead of sunlight. It could survive in salty underground water or ice, just like microbes on Earth survive in extreme underground environments. This is why scientists are so interested in drilling below the surface of Mars. Because the surface may be dead, but below it, that is where the real mystery begins. The strange thing is, the deeper we look into Earth, the more alien our own planet becomes. We used to think life had limits. Too hot? Nothing lives there. Too cold? Nothing lives there. No sunlight? Impossible. No oxygen? Dead. But again and again, life has proven us wrong. Life finds a crack, a drop of water, a chemical reaction, a tiny source of energy, and somehow it continues. This changes the way we search for life in the universe. Maybe we are looking in the wrong places. Maybe alien life is not walking across the surface of planets. Maybe it is not building cities or sending signals. Maybe it is hidden, deep underground, silent, microscopic, waiting inside rock. And if that is true, then the universe may not be empty. It may just be harder to see than we expected. Imagine a future Mars mission. A drill cuts deep into the red planet. A sample is sealed and sent back to Earth. Scientists open it inside a sterile laboratory. They scan the rock. They test the minerals. They search the tiny cracks. And then they find it. A chemical signature. A microscopic structure. A sign that something once lived there. Or maybe something still does. That would be one of the greatest discoveries in human history. Not because it would be big, but because it would be small. A single microbe could prove that Earth is not the only living world. So when scientists open ancient rocks on Earth, they are not just studying our planet's past. They are practicing for the future. They are learning how life hides, how it survives, how it waits. Because somewhere out there, under the ice of Europa, beneath the surface of Mars, or inside the oceans of distant moons, life may be doing the same thing. Not roaring, not shining, not calling out, just surviving in the dark. And maybe the greatest discovery in science will not begin with a telescope looking up, but with a drill digging down. The next time you look at a rock, remember this. It may look silent, it may look lifeless, but inside the hidden places of our planet, life has been rewriting the rules all along. And the most shocking part is, we may have only just started looking. Subscribe to Infinite Science for more stories from the edge of discovery.